This is the Japanese character for stone. Straight away, you can see this looks almost like a T shape on top, and then we've got this kind of box shape here, which also looks a lot like an open mouth. On its own, it just makes the word ishi, which means stone in Japanese. And we can also combine it with the kanji for treasure to make hoseki, which just means gemstone. You can see that component on the bottom looks a lot like the kanji for mouth. And in order to memorize this kanji, you can just think of it as an open mouth like this, but you'll also notice there's this T-shaped component on top. So how can we combine that with mouth to memorize this kanji? Well, I like to use silly ideas to remember kanji as they're very effective and stick in your brain very easily. So I just like to think of a person eating a T-shaped rock, because that obviously involves the mouth, and then the T-shape is that T-shape of the kanji on top. And because it's so silly, it's bound to stick in your brain very easily. One thing to keep in mind with this Japanese character here is it looks very similar to the Japanese kanji character for right. You'll notice though that stone doesn't go all the way through like right does. So just keep that in mind, as that right will have a little bit of a longer stroke. Now let's go ahead and get some practice with this kanji, so feel free to go ahead and try writing out in air like this, or just actively try and get more familiar with the shape of the kanji, or you can also use some pen and paper if you have any to hand. And also, if you enjoy learning Japanese kanji just like this, then please feel free to go ahead and check out my 1000 kanji 90-day challenge, where we learn all of the most common Japanese kanji in just 90 days, and that will include the JLPT M5 all the way up to the JLPT N2 kanji. So if you're interested, it's just the top link in my bio.